There's a new name sending shockwaves through track and field, and it belongs to a teenager who wasn't even supposed to be on anyone's radar yet. Gout Gout, an Australian sprinter of Sudanese origin, has been rewriting record books at an age when most athletes are just beginning to find their footing. Usain Bolt himself reacted to the striking similarity between his younger self and Gout, noting the youngster broke the Jamaican legend's record as a 16-year-old. What makes this story so remarkable isn't just the raw speed, it's the timing. Records that took the greatest sprinter in history years to build were being challenged by a kid barely out of high school. As his times kept dropping, the track and field world started paying very close attention, wondering if they were witnessing the birth of the next true generational talent in the sport. The record that first turned heads came at the Australian Schools Championships, where Gout broke the long-standing Australian national 200-metre record that had been established by Olympic silver medalist Peter Norman back in 1968. Running with a form eerily reminiscent of a young Bolt, he clocked a blistering time that instantly drew comparisons to the legend himself. Bolt's own record time of 20.58 seconds from the 2002 World Junior Championships in Kingston was also surpassed by the rising star. For a teenager to overtake marks set by two legends of the sport in a single race was almost unheard of, and it sent a clear signal that Gout wasn't just fast for his age, he was fast, period, regardless of who he was compared against. As the performances piled up, so did the public reaction from Bolt, who rarely comments on rising sprinters. When asked directly about the resemblance between himself and Gout, Bolt simply remarked that the young Australian looked like a younger version of himself. Coming from a man who dominated the sport for over a decade and still holds two of its most untouchable records, that kind of acknowledgement carries enormous weight. It wasn't hype from commentators or fans, it was recognition from the very athlete whose records were now being chased. That single comment turned out from a promising junior talent into a name the entire athletics world suddenly needed to watch closely. Gout's rise didn't stop with junior records. In April 2026, he broke the world junior record and Australian record in the 200 metres, clocking 19.67 seconds at Sydney Olympic Park, a mark that surpassed one of Bolt's own best performances. At just 18 years old, he wasn't merely chasing history anymore, he was actively rewriting it in real time. He got off the blocks quickly, made up ground through the opening stretch, and then pulled away from the field by a significant margin in the closing strides. Performances like this are rare even among seasoned professionals, let alone teenagers still transitioning from junior to senior competition, and it left analysts scrambling to explain how someone so young could already be operating at that elite level. What makes Gout's story so compelling is that he insists he's only getting started. Reflecting on his own performances, he admitted these were adult-level times being run by someone who still considered himself just a kid, and that the future ahead looked incredibly promising. With Bolt's 100m and 200-metre world records still standing after more than a decade, the sprinting world is now watching Gout's development with genuine anticipation rather than idle speculation. Whether or not he eventually challenges those senior records remains to be seen, but one thing is already certain: this kid has arrived, and even the greatest sprinter of all time is taking notice. If you enjoy these videos, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more athletics videos.